Hello, darlings. How are you? Let's take our ladle and we're going to take some Dollar Tree tape, masking tape, that is, and we're going to use the handle as our guide to put that masking tape straight around that outer edge of that ladle, like so. Pressing down on it so that it adheres and it will give you a clean cut edge. Make sure that when you fold the tape inside so that it stays in place, there's not too much tape overlapping over. Here we just double up on the masking tape. I'm taking my soldering tool, which is hot, and I am going to, with one hand, grip the ladle, and then I'm going to start right there on that edge and giving it a little slicing motion very gently. I am going to continue to do that, and the masking tape is my guide as to where I want to use that tool to cut that ladle. And that's all you have to do, being very careful that you do not burn yourself or burn the area that you're working in. If you need to take a break, just pull the soldering tool outward like that. And then go back at where you start, right there where you left off. And then start doing exactly what you were doing before. And this tool is very hot, as you can see the smoke coming out. When you're preparing to use this, make sure that you have a piece of glass or a plate that's made of glass to put it on your working space so that you can rest this hot tool and turn it off once you're done. But as you can see here, I'm going to continue to do those same steps until I am done cutting that part out of the ladle. And I'm doing this on both sides. One side is done. Now we have to go to the other side and remove the other side of that ladle. Here I went ahead and I spray painted both of my handles with silver and gold. And I spray painted after gluing the golf ball to the candle holder, to the bottom of the candle holder, I spray painted, and now I'm putting some Mod Podge with some silver and gold glitter on them. I also spray painted the blocks, and I also Mod Podged them with the silver and gold glitter. Now I'm taking some E6000 and I am also going to use some Gorilla Hot Glue, and I am going to glue that block in the middle of that circular mirror. We're going to give this a little bit of time to dry. Now we're going to take our ladle handles and we're going to put some bling wrap all around the outer edges where we use that soldering tool to cover up that whole entire area to camouflage where that cut was made. Now we're going to take our hot glue gun with Gorilla Glue, and we're going to take some E6000, and we're going to glue that tea light that has that golf ball glued to the bottom of it onto that block. I'm using some more Gorilla Glue because I know I want to give it that extra hold because I don't want this to fall apart when I have it up on the wall. And right here, this is what it should look like up to this point. That golf ball is glued to the block, and that tea light, the edge right there, is resting on that block. There is a space between the vase and the mirror. As you can see here, this is what you should have. And if you give it drying time for that Gorilla Glue and the E6000 to bond to the piece, this will not fall apart when you have it up on the wall. This is what you should have. I put bling wrap on the golf ball. We're going to put some bling wrap in the middle of this tea light holder, and I'm measuring to see where I have to cut the bling wrap. And I call it bling wrap, but it's called diamond wrap actually. And then I'm going to cut one strap because I only want it. I want the color to show. So I'm only going to put it in the middle like I did with the other part. And I also covered the golf ball with the bling wrap. And I'm going to go back here, put it towards the side, and this way you only have to put some hot glue there and there, slide it over, put it towards the side, glue it there on the side. You can also do this before you glue the tea light to the vase. I just came up with this idea, so that's the reason why I'm doing it now. But you can do this all the way around, just making sure that that bling wrap meets over here on this end. And so this is the kind of beads that I put on the square sconces, and these are the plastic ones, and this is how they come. And you would unlink them, you would count the plastic beads that you want, and then you will unlink them from here. And I got these from Amazon. Now I'm going to use some of those with some of these, and these I don't know if they're glass or crystals. I know that if you're not careful with them, you could scratch them. And it comes like this, and it has this little hook right here, and you would hook it from there to the plastic bead and just bend, and you're left with something that looks like this. These are those teardrop ones, and this is how they come. And I also got these from Amazon. Okay. Now I don't know if these are crystals or if they're glass. I think they're glass. I'm not sure. But this is how they come. And it looks like, you know, they package it and they, you know, it comes like that. So I like that. But because these are plastic, they're like, that's how they come. And then I also got some of these. And these also are wrapped really good. And these are going to be for an upcoming DIY. The plastic, these are glass. And so is this one. And even though this ring resembles this one over here, you can tell the difference between this glass one and this plastic one because of the way that it shines and the heaviness of it. Can you guys see that? This is glass, this isn't. But they look the same, and they still have the two little holes there that you can beat them to the other ones. And this is how this one is. Aren't they pretty? So I got a few of these, and this is how these come. They packaged them real good. So I'm going to use my soldering tool to make a hole on this right here at the bottom, and I'm going to strand this at the bottom. Here I'm taking the soldering tool, and with a different tip on the soldering tool, I am going to make a little hole at the bottom, because that's where I'm going to attach the hook to the crystals. And if it burns, if because of the paints and the Mod Podge and the glitter, if it starts creating a burn around the hole, what you do is wait till it gets dry and it's cool, and then you could just scrape the burn part with a razor, being very careful that you don't cut yourself. We did not have to paint because I just removed the burnt plastic and burnt paint with the tip of the razor, and I did it on both of them, so we don't have to put any spray paint in a dipping cup and do it. Unless you want to, that's your choice. So this is the front, okay? Make sure that when you're putting it on, you're making sure that you're putting the front, okay, towards the front right here. So we're going to open this up, and I always do it with my fingers. I'm going to go through, loop it, pull on it, okay. This is what we have. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? Yes, she. Ta-da! And here they are. They are so beautiful. Aren't they lovely? Aren't they wonderful? And so shiny. They make me happy. So what do you guys think? I use a pack of the tea light that changes color, the multi-changing color tea lights that come with those clear crystals in them from the Dollar Tree. But if you use 2 packs on each candle, it would make the LED candle pillared up more, and I think it will look really, really nice. So please like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel for more fabulous DIYs, darling. I appreciate you guys watching, and please stay tuned for more fabulosity. Remember to stay blessed, be kind, and have a fabulous day, darlings. Fabulous.